The 1952 with D mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, produced from 1909 to 1958, is a favorite among collectors. The 1952 D variety, minted in Denver, is particularly interesting. But what happens when this coin is in less than perfect condition? Let's find out. First, let's talk about coin condition. A 1952 D wheat penny in mint condition can fetch upwards of $10 to $20. However, if your coin is damaged or dirty, its value might drop significantly. A damaged or dirty penny might only be worth its face value, around 1 cent, but it could still hold some collectible value, depending on its rarity and demand. So, what is the current market value of a damaged 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny? Recent sales indicate that even in poor condition, these coins can sell for between $1 to $3, depending on the level of wear and any unique characteristics it may have. If you have a 1952 D penny in your collection, consider selling it through online auction sites, local coin shops, or collector fairs. Always check the market before selling, as values can fluctuate. In summary, while a damaged 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny might not seem like a big deal, it can still have value in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie, always keep an eye out for those hidden gems.
The 1943 steel penny with D mint mark, even in dirty condition. Now, if you're new to the world of rare coins, you might be wondering, why is this 1943 steel penny so special? After all, it's just a penny, right? Well, not exactly. In 1943, the US Mint faced a major shortage of copper due to World War II, so they decided to make pennies out of steel, a much more abundant material at the time. But that wasn't the only thing that makes this penny unique. Steel pennies, also known as wartime pennies, were produced to conserve copper for the war effort. They were made of a steel core and coated with a layer of zinc to give them a silver-like appearance. But here's where it gets even more interesting. While the mint was producing these steel pennies in 1943, there was a huge variety of mint marks that could determine the coin's rarity and value. The 1943 steel penny with a D mint mark produced at the Denver Mint is one of the most valuable coins from this series. Even in dirty condition, it can still be worth quite a bit more than you might expect. But how much more? Well, that depends on a few key factors that we'll break down for you today. Let's talk about how the value of a 1943 steel penny with D mint mark is determined. First, you'll need to consider the condition of the coin. While most coins are judged on their overall state, with the 1943 steel penny, collectors pay extra attention to the condition because the coin is relatively fragile. Now, if you find a 1943 steel penny that's been sitting in the dirt or in poor conditions, it's not the end of the world. While these coins were meant to last for many years, the steel material tends to rust and get dirty quite easily. A dirty coin may have corrosion or discoloration, but it still holds value, especially if it's rare enough. But how dirty is too dirty? A lot of it depends on the extent of the rust, the visibility of the design, and the wear and tear. Even a heavily worn or corroded steel penny can hold value if the mint mark and date are still legible, but the cleaner the coin, the higher the value. Now let's talk dollars. A 1943 steel penny in dirty condition with D mint mark typically falls into the lower range of its value. You might be able to find one for around $10 to $30 depending on how dirty or corroded it is. But don't be discouraged, because if you find one that's in a bit better shape, even with a little dirt on it, its value can shoot up to around $500 to $1,000.
Next up, the 1937 no mint mark variant in its brown shade. We'll explore its design, history, and most importantly, its value in today's market. So, if you've ever wondered about that old penny in your collection, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a classic piece of American coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features the right-facing profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1937 to the right. Notably, there's no mint mark beneath the date, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Brenner's initials, VDB, are subtly engraved on Lincoln's shoulder cutoff carving. The reverse showcases 2 ears of wheat framing the sides, with E pluribus unum at the top, 1 cent in the center, and United States of America at the bottom. This design symbolizes national prosperity and was in circulation from 1909 to 1958. Composed of 95% copper and a 5% mixture of tin and zinc, the 1937 penny originally boasted a bright reddish-orange hue. However, copper's tendency to oxidize over time means many of these pennies have transitioned to a brown shade, especially those that have been in circulation. Collectors categorize these color variations as either the value of a 1937 no mint mark Philadelphia penny in brown shade varies based on its condition. Here's a general breakdown. These coins exhibit significant wear, with major design elements visible but worn. Their value ranges from approximately $350 to $500. Light wear is evident on the high points of the design. Such coins can fetch around $800. The 1937 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in brown shade is a cherished piece among collectors. While its value varies based on condition and color, even circulated brown specimens hold more than their face value. If you have one in your collection, consider its condition and consult with a professional grading service to determine its precise value.
Next up, the 1909 Lincoln wheat penny, focusing specifically on its brown variants, in good condition. The 1909 Lincoln wheat penny holds a special place in numismatic history. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness, President Abraham Lincoln, commemorating his 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, these coins were minted in both Philadelphia and San Francisco, with several variations that significantly impact their value today. The condition of a coin is graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A good grade indicates heavy wear, with major design elements visible but faint. Despite the wear, certain 1909 brown pennies in this grade can be quite valuable. As of January 31, 2025, here's the approximate market value for 1909 Lincoln wheat pennies in brown color and good condition. While brown pennies may not boast the original red luster, their historical significance and rarity, especially in certain variations, make them valuable additions to any collection. Always handle your coins carefully and consider consulting a professional grading service to ascertain their true condition and worth.
Next up, the 1947 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically focusing on those without a mint mark in extremely fine condition. We'll explore their history, design, and current market value. The Lincoln wheat penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, features his profile on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity. The 1947 edition was minted shortly after World War II, during a period of economic growth in the United States. These pennies were produced in large quantities, with the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, striking approximately 100,555,000 coins that year. Coin grading is essential in determining a coin's value. An extremely fine, EF or XF, grade indicates a coin that has seen light circulation but retains most of its original details. For a 1947 wheat penny in this condition, you can expect obverse, front, slight wear on Lincoln's cheekbones and jawline, with all details clearly visible. Reverse, back, minor wear on the wheat stalks, but lines and kernels remain distinct. This level of preservation makes the coin appealing to collectors seeking quality pieces without the premium of uncirculated coins. As of March 2025, the market value for a 1947 wheat penny without a mint mark in extremely fine condition is approximately $600. This valuation considers factors such as collector demand, historical significance, and the coin's condition. The 1947 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in extremely fine condition holds modest value, primarily due to its high mintage and availability. However, it's a cherished piece of American numismatic history, reflecting the post-war era's optimism and growth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, this penny offers a tangible connection to the past and a foundational piece for any collection.
Next up, the 1918 Lincoln wheat penny. We'll explore its history, the factors that influence its value, and what you can expect in today's market, especially for coins in less than perfect condition. The year 1918 was monumental. World War I was drawing to a close, and the United States was undergoing significant changes. Amidst this backdrop, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin that has since become a cherished piece among collectors. These pennies were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Each mint produced varying quantities, influencing the coin's rarity and value. Philadelphia, 288104634. Denver, 478300000. San Francisco, 34680000. It's essential to note that damage such as deep scratches, corrosion, or cleaning can drastically reduce a coin's value. Collectors prefer coins with natural wear over those that have been cleaned or altered. Some 1,918 pennies have errors, like off-center strikes or double dies. These can be more valuable, even in worn conditions. If you think you have an error coin, it's wise to consult with a numismatic expert. If you're curious about your 1,918 pennies value, consider its mint mark, condition, and any unique features. Consulting a reputable coin dealer or grading service can provide a more precise valuation. The 1918 Lincoln Wheat Penny offers a tangible connection to a pivotal time in history. Whether pristine or well-worn, each coin tells a story.
Next up, the 1950 penny without a mint mark. We'll explore its design, historical context, and, most importantly, its value in today's market, especially when found in scratched or heavily circulated condition. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, minted from 1909 to 1958, features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front side and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse backside. This design symbolizes America's agricultural heritage and has become a favorite among collectors. In 1950, the U.S. Mint produced wheat pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 272,635 pennies that year, making the 1950 no mint mark penny relatively common. Coins are graded based on their state of preservation, ranging from poor, heavily worn, to mint state, pristine, no wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. As mentioned, the presence or absence of a mint mark indicates where the coin was produced. Generally, 1950 pennies without a mint mark, Philadelphia, are more common than those with Denver or S, San Francisco mint marks. For a 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark that's in scratched or heavily circulated condition, the value is modest. Such coins typically hold a value of about $300, while scratched and heavily circulated 1950 pennies have minimal value. Those in exceptional condition can be worth significantly more. For instance, a 1950 Philadelphia penny in mint state 67++ grade fetched $10,575 at an auction in 2020. In summary, a 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark, found in scratched or heavily circulated condition, holds minimal monetary value, typically between 200 to 500 cents. However, these coins are rich in history and serve as tangible connections to America's past. For collectors, finding a high-grade specimen can be rewarding, but for most circulated examples, their worth lies more in their historical significance than in their market value.
Next up, the 1943 steel penny, specifically focusing on the San Francisco Mint's version, the 1943 steel penny, will explore its history, the reasons behind its unique composition, and its current market value, especially in extremely fine condition. During World War II, copper was a critical material needed for wartime production. To conserve this essential resource, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in 1943. They produced pennies using steel coated with zinc instead of the traditional copper. This led to the creation of the unique 1943 steel penny. The San Francisco Mint, identified by the S mint mark below the date on the coin produced approximately 191550000 of these steel pennies in 1943. While this might seem like a large number, the coin's distinct composition and historical significance make it a notable piece for collectors. The value of any coin is heavily influenced by its condition, which is assessed using the Sheldon scale, a 70-point grading system ranging from 1 poor to 70, perfect mint state. Here is a brief overview. As of February 2025, the market value of the 1943 Z steel penny varies based on its condition. Focusing on coins in extremely fine condition, these coins typically range in value from $1,000. While standard 1943 S steel pennies are common, error coins, such as those mistakenly struck on bronze planchets, are exceedingly rare and can fetch substantial sums at auctions. For instance, a 1943 S bronze cent sold for $504,000, underscoring the immense value of such rarities. The 1943 PS steel penny stands as a remarkable artifact from a pivotal era in history. While standard examples in extremely fine condition may hold modest monetary value, their true worth lies in the rich history they represent. For collectors, owning such a coin offers a tangible connection to the past and a unique piece of numismatic history.
Next up, the 1944 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, specifically in fine condition. First, a little bit of history. The Abraham Lincoln wheat penny was minted from 1909 to 1958, and it's one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By 1944, these pennies were produced in huge numbers to support the U.S. during World War II. But here's the interesting part during the war. Pennies were minted from different materials, including steel in 1943. In 1944, the U.S. Mint went back to copper, but due to metal shortages, these coins have their own unique appeal. So what makes the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark so special? Well, the lack of a mint mark tells us that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, which produced millions of these pennies. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's not valuable, especially when it's in fine condition. In fine condition, this penny has moderate wear, but still shows all the major design details, like Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks on the reverse side. The coin has smooth surfaces but lacks any heavy scratches or damage, which makes it collectible. Now let's talk value. You might be wondering, how much is my 1944 wheat penny worth in today's market? Well, in fine condition, these coins are typically valued at around $500 to $100. Not bad for a penny, right? However, prices can vary based on factors like market demand, the coin's exact condition, and where you're selling it. You might even find it priced a bit higher at auctions or coin shows, especially if the penny has a strong visual appeal. But wait, while a standard 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark might fetch around $500 to $100, if you find any errors, like a double die or a repunched mint mark, the value can skyrocket into the hundreds of dollars.
Up the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically focusing on those minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark. We'll explore their history, design, and, most importantly, their value in today's market, especially when found in dirty conditions. The 1945 wheat penny is a significant piece of American numismatic history. Struck in the aftermath of World War II, these coins were minted in large quantities to meet the demands of a recovering economy. The Philadelphia Mint produced a staggering 1,040,515,000 of these pennies, all without a mint mark, making them the most common among the 1945 wheat pennies. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription, "In God We Trust," while to the left, the word "Liberty" is prominently displayed. The year 1945 is situated to the right of Lincoln's profile. Notably, there's no mint mark under the date, indicating its origin from the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse showcases two wheat ears flanking the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. The Latin motto, E pluribus unum, arches above these central elements. This iconic design gives the coin its wheat penny nickname. The value of a 1945 wheat penny is heavily influenced by its condition, which collectors assess using the Sheldon grading scale. This scale ranges from poor to perfect mint state. For circulated coins, grades like good fine and extremely fine are commonly used. Uncirculated coins fall into mint state grades starting from MS60 upwards. Now, let's get to the crux of the matter. The current market value of a 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark, especially those in dirty or heavily circulated condition. Coins that have seen extensive circulation, exhibiting significant wear and possibly environmental damage, typically fall into the good grade. In this condition, a 1945's no-mint mark wheat penny is generally valued at around $600,000. Color. Copper coins like the wheat penny can exhibit different colorations based on their exposure to the environment. They are categorized as brown BN, red brown RB, or red RD. Red coins, which retain their original mint luster, are more sought after and thus more valuable. In summary, a 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in heavily circulated or dirty condition holds modest monetary value, typically a few cents. However, its true worth lies in its historical significance and the story it carries from a pivotal time in American history. For collectors, even coins of lesser monetary value can be cherished pieces of a broader numismatic journey. If you have a 1945 wheat penny, take a moment to appreciate its journey through time. And who knows, with a bit of luck and research, you might discover a hidden gem in your collection.
Next up, the 1928 Lincoln wheat penny. Specifically those without a mint mark. These coins, minted nearly a century ago, hold a special place in numismatic circles. But what makes them valuable today? And how much are they worth in the current market? The 1928 Lincoln wheat penny was produced by the U.S. Mint during a time of economic prosperity, just before the Great Depression. The Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark, struck approximately 134,116,000 of these pennies that year. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse features a profile of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases 2 wheat stalks, giving the coin its wheat penny nickname. The value of a 1928 no-mint-mark wheat penny largely depends on its condition or grade. Let's break down the current market values. These coins exhibit significant wear, with major details worn but visible. In this condition, they're valued around $1,050. For instance, a 1928 no-mint-mark wheat penny in MS66 red condition has been known to reach values up to $390. Beyond standard issues, error coins from 1928 can significantly increase a penny's value. Notable errors include large mint marks or repunched mint marks, which can command higher prices among collectors. In summary, while the 1928 no-mint mark wheat penny is relatively common, coins in exceptional condition or with unique errors can be quite valuable. If you have one of these pennies, consider its grade and any distinctive features when determining its worth.
Next up, the 1938 with D mint mark issue. We'll explore its history, design, and current market value, especially for those in very fine condition. The Lincoln wheat penny, minted from 1909 to 1958, is a beloved series among collectors. The 1938 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark located below the date on the obverse side. In 1938, the Denver Mint produced approximately 201,000 of these coins, a relatively modest mintage compared to other years. The obverse features Victor D. Brenner's iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has endured for over a century. The reverse showcases 2 wheat stalks flanking the denomination, giving the coin its wheat penny nickname. Coin grading is crucial in determining value. The 1938D penny in very fine VF20 condition exhibits moderate wear. Key details such as Lincoln's jawbone and cheekbone are worn but still separated. The lines in the wheat heads on the reverse may show some wear but remain visible. As of February 2025, a 1938D Lincoln wheat penny in very fine condition is valued around $400. In extremely fine condition, the value increases to approximately $600. Uncirculated coins with an MS-60 grade can fetch around $4, while those with an MS-63 grade may sell for about $800. The 1938D Lincoln wheat penny is a charming piece of American numismatic history. While not exceedingly rare, specimens in higher grades or with unique features can be quite valuable. If you have one in very fine condition, it's a worthy addition to any collection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you in the next video.